trying to get in. I got to build tic-tac-toe. And, to his credit, he said, well, if you want to make this a career, you have to do it yourself. Like, I can't help you do it because that's going to show when it matters, which is for a job for money, right? He sat me down and he said, here's a big ass whiteboard, write down every step to tic-tac-toe on this whiteboard, and then take as much time as you need to translate that whiteboard into an actual like code. And then he left. And I never knew that, we grew up in an environment where education, I think, really failed us and didn't really serve us well. So I never even knew the idea of like breaking down a problem like a whiteboard into steps, like as a way of taking something big and chunking it down. That was a foreign concept to me at that time. But the moment he said that, to me, it just kind of like, oh, duh, tic-tac-toe is a big problem, but it starts with 2 players. And then it goes to somebody can choose one thing. Then you can keep chunking it down until you get something so easy and obvious that you can just type it up, right? And then you build, and then you world build from there. Right. The tic-tac-toe. I think if you're someone looking to get into tech, adopt a similar mindset. I have the mindset of there's a problem, we solve it. Right. Like that's really my mindset. Very T-shaped. So if you think like the letter T, I go very wide in tech. Meaning like I'm comfortable jumping into different, almost any area, any part of the infrastructure, any part of the stack. Because if there's a problem, to me, it's not acceptable to say, oh, I don't work on the back end system, so I'm not gonna if there's no one else that's more equipped to handle it, and you're that line of defense. So as an engineer, really in anywhere, if there's a problem, just try to be creative and find a way of solving it. Best practices are best practices. How we build something in one language may look different in another language, but a lot of like the core principles are somewhat like transferable, right? At least when it comes to building things responsibly. So first, like I adopt that mindset. So like very T, that's why.